break that cycle of those bad habits, and you're going to watch your body change. You're going to watch yourself come into a greater sense of fulfillment. And then I got a prescription tablet, and I said, every day, this is what I want you to say to yourself. This is what I want you to read. This is what I want you to not eat. This is what I want you to eat. Come see me in 30 days and tell me how you feel. You know? And she went from crying to just laughing because she realized that she had given her power away. It doesn't mean you don't go to a doctor. It doesn't mean you don't follow good medical advice. But if you just give yourself over to an external authority figure, you basically become a victim twice. A victim to the condition and the diagnosis, and now you become a victim to an authority figure telling you about what's going to happen in your life.
Okay, so believe the diagnosis. Now you can do something about it. But don't believe the prognosis. Prognosis is when somebody says you have 3 months to live, or 60% of people die in 6 months. It's like telling what the temperature is now, knowing the average temperature for the year. If you're from New York City and the average temperature is 75 degrees, it doesn't tell me what the temperature is right now.
You know, statistics are impersonal, and you are a person, and no one knows what you're capable of or where you're going to go. You know, if someone says, well, there's a less than 1% chance of recovering from the kind of cancer you have, well, someone's got to be that 1%. And why couldn't it be you?
It's important for people to understand when they're given a diagnosis that if they fall prey to the prognosis without actually considering that there's other options, without actually realizing that they may have to do something differently, that they may have to make new choices, that they are going to have to get beyond certain emotions and overcome their limited thinking. If they can understand that if they're able to do that, more possibilities open up as a result of their own personal changes, that's when you start to see all kinds of magical things start to appear in the person's life.
When the doctors gave you the diagnosis and the prognosis, were they trying to rush you into chemo and radiation?
Yes, and I wasn't going to do it because I always swore with the acupuncture background that I believe in natural medicine and natural healing, so I wasn't going to do it. I was going to go to, you know, any of the places that do the natural healing with the juices and things, but I have a brother that's a rocket scientist, and I value his opinion, and he said, Lizzie, you're not going to make it. You've been juicing all your life, and more juicing is going to save your life. You've got...
Every authentic spiritual path has some mention or some teaching around forgiveness. I always say that all forgiveness is self-forgiveness because the resentment I may hold towards another, or the unforgiveness, or the rancor, or the resentment, all of those thoughts are happening within me. Even if someone did me wrong, I still have those thoughts. Those thoughts are affecting me. They're affecting my body temple. They're affecting my blood chemistry.
So there's no question that what we imagine can affect our physiology.
For several years, I've been collecting stories, testimonies, interviewing several hundred people who've used visualization as some part of their healing journey. And amazingly, what like 99% of them do is you take an internal picture of illness and convert it into an internal picture of wellness. And that's it. It's illness to wellness. That's it. And they just do it over and over and over again. So to give you a few examples of this strategy of illness to wellness, people who are even getting chemotherapy, imagine the chemo drugs as little